Hey, what is up, investors? Jason here. So in this video, we're going to be talking about Solid Power, who just completed a SPAC merger and is now trading under the ticker symbol SLDP. Now, they were DCRC. I talked about them before in a video. The SPAC merger has just completed on the date that I'm making this video on December 9th. And this is an interesting one because Solid Power is an EV play. They deal with solid state batteries, and they're a competitor with QuantumScape, ticker symbol QS. Now, interesting thing here is we're going to do a little bit of a comparison to QuantumScape and Solid Power, but mostly this video is focused on Solid Power. But I think it's interesting to talk about these two different companies, and there is a bit of things going on over at QuantumScape, which has it looking a bit more bearish, has to do with a lot of insider selling. So we're just going to talk about this subject here. So as we get to it, if you don't mind, please do me a huge favor. Please be sure to smash, destroy, annihilate, or just gently press that like button. Helps me a lot with the YouTube algorithm, helps spread the videos to more people who might find it interesting, and subscribe if you have not already. All right, now let's get to it. So the market's still not officially closed yet at the time of making this video, but everybody's in the red in the EV watch list other than Solid Power. Now, they were DCRC, which we don't even need anymore. So as far as the whole merger that went through, Solid Power received gross proceeds of roughly $573 million, which includes $195 million worth of private investment and public equity investments. Solid Power operates as a solid-state electric vehicle battery maker. Due to its high energy density, solid-state batteries are thought to be more safe and stable than lithium-ion batteries. As the name suggests, solid-state batteries don't contain liquid electrolytes, so the risk of fire or explosion is decreased. Many consider solid-state batteries to be the next big innovation in battery technology. However, the technology is still in the early stages of development, and they are therefore more costly than lithium-ion batteries. Prices will likely go down as further technological improvements emerge. Now, since QuantumScape and Solid Power both are making solid-state batteries, there is a difference between these two companies. Now, for QuantumScape, they're using ceramic as a material in their batteries, whereas Solid Power is not. They're using sulfate. So that's the difference between the two companies as far as their production uses for their solid-state batteries. Now, both Ford and BMW are invested into Solid Power. Ford's been invested into them since 2019, and BMW led a $135 million funding round in May. So this is a great thing that both these companies are actually backing Solid Power, and you can tell that these are going to be two partners that are going to be utilizing this technology within their vehicles. Now, as far as when are they planning on getting their vehicles actually out, that's a different story. They're looking to have actually production uses in 2026, so a while from now. So it's not something that's going to start being in vehicles anytime soon. You have to still wait a few years before we start seeing that. Now, there are a few things with these solid-state batteries that they have over the lithium-ion batteries that are in vehicles today. One of those big things is the size of the solid-state batteries are able to get the same use capabilities with being smaller. So that's a big thing that that manufacturers will like about that. Another thing is that the solid-state batteries do not get hot like the lithium-ion batteries do. So being able to have that safety measure is another great selling point, and also great for battery maintenance. They also are able to recharge faster. So having a battery that can recharge 90% in about 20 minutes, that's a great thing right there. That's one of the biggest selling points for EV vehicles, is how fast can they charge. That's a big concern that a lot of people have, but they're still able to get the same power use out of them. So on solid state presentation here, they're seeing their vehicle ranges will be able to get 482 miles of range per battery charge, and I'm assuming this is with the start of their batteries in vehicles at that moment when they come out. So I'm sure that technology would also get better as time does go on. They're also saying that these batteries do have a much larger shelf life, and they're able to do 1,000 plus charges, giving the vehicles 369 miles of driving capabilities before the battery can go bad. They also can still pack a lot of horsepower for the vehicle. It's 922 horsepower. So a lot of great things as far as that does go. And as far as what they're saying with cost savings, they're saying in comparison to what the lithium-ion batteries out today versus the solid state or solid powers batteries, it can save the manufacturers between $55 to $70 a kilowatt hour. So that price savings could then be passed on to the consumer, and that could just be another area where the prices of EVs could be coming down. So many great factors to go this route than the current route that electric vehicles are currently using. Now, the merger values Solid Power at $1.2 billion. So in my opinion, if Ford and BMW are behind this company, then it makes sense to me. As far as things with QuantumScape, though, so recently, director of QuantumScape, Justin E. Murrow, on December 7th, sold 50,000 shares of QuantumScape for over $1.3 million. And Murrow controls over 5.7 million shares of QuantumScape, and it's valued around $150.5 million. Now, this isn't the first time that this director has sold off a good amount of shares of QuantumScape. Back in November, also did the same thing, sold off 50,000 shares at that time on November 8th, and that was for $1.775 million. And at that time, the director had held on to $220+ million worth of QuantumScape stock. Now, usually there's nothing to really be cautious of when an insider does sell off shares. It's their money. They can do what they want with it. But the fact is that is a bit of a caution is the fact that some shares were sold in November when the price of the stock was more valuable than it was in December when they sold the same amount of shares. So that's just a little bit of caution, but it also could just not mean anything at all. And the person is just looking to free up some capital to invest into other things. Now, between these two stocks, though, I am up in the air between which one is better. We still don't really know, as far as the technology goes, who has the better tech. That's still waiting to be seen, but I do like the fact that Ford and BMW are investing in solid power, and that might be the one that I might, have a bigger investment of here in the future. But I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts. Which ones do you prefer, Solid Power or QuantumScape? I think that they both have a lot of potential, but right now I'm kind of just putting my bets more on Solid Power. So with that being said, please like, share, comment, subscribe. New videos coming on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.